In the ancient kingdom of Babylon, Daniel, a man of unwavering faith, found himself caught in a web of jealousy and deceit. His exceptional qualities had earned him favor with the king, and this had stirred envy among his colleagues. They hatched a scheme, tricking the king into signing a decree that forbade anyone from praying to any god or human, except the king, for 30 days. The penalty for disobedience was to be thrown into a den of hungry lions. But Daniel, steadfast in his faith, continued to pray to God, openly and without fear. When his actions became known, he was arrested and thrown into the lion's den. A stone was rolled over the entrance, and Daniel was left to face the hungry beasts. Now, here is where the true power of prayer comes into play. Daniel, in the midst of these ravenous lions, did not despair. He did not panic. Instead, he turned his heart to prayer, trusting in God's protection. And God, hearing the prayers of his faithful servant, sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions. When the king, regretting his rash decision, rushed to the den the next morning, he found Daniel unharmed. There wasn't a scratch on him, for he had trusted in God, and his prayers had been answered. The story of Daniel in the lion's den is a powerful testament to the strength of prayer. It reveals several key points about the nature of prayer and the lessons we can learn from it. Firstly, it shows us that prayer is an act of faith. Daniel, even in the face of death, chose to pray, to trust in God. He believed that God would hear him, and he was not disappointed. Secondly, the story teaches us about the power of consistent prayer. Daniel didn't just pray when he was in trouble. He was a man of constant prayer, and this spiritual discipline carried him through his darkest hour. Lastly, it reminds us of God's sovereignty and his perfect timing. Daniel was not immediately rescued from the lion's den. He had to spend a night among the lions before he was delivered. But God's timing was perfect, and when the dawn came, Daniel was saved. The story of Daniel in the lion's den is a vivid illustration of the power of prayer. It encourages us to remain steadfast in prayer, to trust in God's protection, and to believe in his perfect timing. For indeed, as demonstrated in this remarkable story, prayer has the power to change situations, to bring hope in the face of despair, and to provide protection in times of danger. The seemingly impossible becomes possible through prayer. So, let us take heart from Daniel's story, and let the power of prayer work wonders in our lives.